Welcome back. As promised, next up is our very own Lannie Corbin, who is our city manager of Niceville, and we are going to get the rundown on the 38th annual Boggy Bayou Mullet Festival. Oh, Lord, that's a long time.
And I was in it at the beginning.
And you were the
first. Wow, but it's been a long time. It's been a real success story, though.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, and it's known far and wide. I mean, I've run into people all over the world that tell me, "Oh, I heard about that." That's
the biggest family reunion in the Panhandles.
That's the truth. That's the truth. You know, my daughter's birthday is right around that October 22nd time, so they all flock in. That's what one time I get to see them. So that's fantastic. And of course, the long-awaited list. Who's going to be entertaining at our 38th annual?
Tell you what, we hit it big. We've got a regular superstar on Saturday night, Martina McBride.
Really? My goodness.
Wow. She's a 4-time Female Vocalist of the Year.
Yeah.
And she's been nominated again this year. So we did good there. She's going to be coming on Saturday night about 10 o'clock. We got a young and up-and-comer called Dustin Lynch that writes songs and records songs on Friday. Got a guy coming back that was here several years ago and got to ride on an F-15 the week before he showed up at the festival, Neil McCoy.
Oh, yeah.
He had that song, Give Me That Wink, remember?
Yeah,
and the shake and all those things. But he's coming back, so we're going to have a very good lineup. We got a young gal from Niceville who won the Texaco Showdown for the whole nation.
Really?
She won $100,000.
My
Her
goodness.
name is Crystal Yates, and she born and raised in Niceville, lives in Texas now, and so she's gonna do some songs for us Saturday night and Sunday.
Sounds like a fantastic lineup. Yeah.
Very good.
And we're looking forward to that. But of course, the big draw for the Mullet Festival are the vendors. And the food vendor. Let's be honest now.
Well,
Saturday night fills it up, but for the big draw, what do we got lined up for vendors?
Well, we have about 150, 60 vendors. You got food, you have commercial, and you have arts and crafts. We have kids rides, we have pony rides, we have clowns. We really try to make it a family adventure.
Will the snakes be there?
Snakes are there from the Army.
Yeah, we wouldn't miss the snakes, okay.
The new Army up at the 7th Army, they're setting up a booth. And the Marines always have a booth there where you can go and win a T-shirt if you can do enough pull-ups. So that's always real good. Let me give you some of the kinds of food we're going to have. I didn't want to miss anything.
Yeah.
Tucker Dukes is going to be there.
Tucker Dukes lunchbox.
He won something on the Food Channel like 2 times in a row.
I know. Doing very well. Another local boy.
The Mad Chef or something like that.
Yeah.
Compass Rose with Oyster Bar, Bay City Concessions. We got Gumbo, Dippin' Dots, which is ice cream. A lot of Oriental, a lot of barbecue, but we got fried and smoked mullet from the Boggy Boys. He's been there as long as I've been there, 38 years.
And you got to make it back to the back left corner and hit make sure you get your smoked mullet and your cheese grits.
Free parking. This year is even better for the folks who live in the south end, Destin. We got that bypass road that just comes in right north of the Mullet Festival site.
Brings you right in, sure.
Just spend $1 and when you go into the deal there. But no, it doesn't cost you to park, and $10 at the gate and $15 after 5. But you can call Boggy Bayou Mullet Festival .info and get advance tickets.
Fantastic.
And they're cheaper than buying them at the gate.
Yeah, you mentioned the history a little bit, but tell us a little more about the history of the Mullet Festival.
Well, Niceville is around Boggy Bayou and Rocky Bayou and Choctawhatchee Bay. And back in the 1907, when they bought up all the Choctawhatchee National Forest, my folks were born out on Eglin Reservation on my mother's side, and so a lot of folks that their homesteads were bought up moved into Boggy, and that's what it was called back then, Boggy. Started fishing for a living, mullet fishing, and so 38 years ago, Francis Spence met with me and said, we ought to honor the lowly mullet, and that's how the whole thing got started. we went around to several festivals and found out some things to do right and things that we didn't want to do.
Sure.
And started out at White Point, and we have done a great job promoting Niceville and the mullet. It's a great fish to eat, especially from our area.
Yeah, it's interesting
It's
too.
questionable in other areas.
The festivals always seem to follow the oak trees, and
Yeah, there you go.
it is a fantastic venue. I mean,
out of White Point for 3 years, we outgrew it quickly, and the site we have now is beautiful. They had a great car show at the site this last weekend.
Did they really?
It's being used now for a lot of different things.
wow. And this year, of course, there's going to be a special dedication, isn't there?
It is. Francis Spence, he has been a strong leader in our community for years. His whole family, they were born and raised in Niceville too, but he was really the originator of the Mullet Festival. We're going to honor him and his wife Ann this year at the Mullet Festival.
Well deserved.
It is well deserved.
Well deserved. His footprints are certainly all over our community.
It is.
And
He didn't.
miss
He
him.
was never in the limelight, but he was always in the background doing a lot of work to make things happen. So
yeah, he was one of those folks you found out about if you needed to get something done.
Right.
That's the truth. Now you got a trivia questions on the Boggy Gazette. What's that all
yeah, I
about?
started this little Boggy Gazette from the city manager's office, a couple years ago, and from now until the week before the festival. We have some trivia questions about the festival in the last 38 years, and we get a lot of hits. We get you get a T-shirt and a hat if you win, but at the end of the 7 weeks, you can get a good package like VIP parking for 3 days and
Now you're
eating,
talking.
entertainment, and all of our sponsors give a gift bag. So if you win the big prize, you can make out pretty good.
We'll have to get out there and get a hold of the Gazette and get our trivia questions
It's
answered.
Facebook, Mike.
Yeah.
Facebook. So.
Do it on Facebook. Good enough. Sounds like it's going to be another fantastic festival. Any other folks you wanted to mention before we wrap it up here?
Well, obviously we have we have the same group of folks that have been working together for years and years. Levon Mason's our executive director. Sylvia Des Whiskey, Bridget Allen, Debbie Dye. I missed one, but anyway,
Yeah.
it's a committee that stayed together for years.
Sure.
And it just sort of falls in place every year now.
It's actually magic, the amount of work that gets done in just a very short period of time, putting it all together and cleaning it all up. Because
Yeah, there you go.
yeah.
By the way, we do a lot. Eglin, we have a fundraiser for them for helping us with certain things at the festival, and
Yeah.
even the Army gets involved. So it's a good way for local folks to raise money also.
Absolutely, absolutely, and the chamber's been involved in that too. We did a couple booths out there in time, as I recall.
And the chamber, by the way, is a real good part because y'all get all kind of questions leading up to the festival, and we appreciate that.
So it's October 17th through 19th at the same Twin Oaks it's always been, and looking forward to it. Folks want more information about it, how do they find it?
Just cityofniceville.org, and you can link to the Mullet Festival.
Okay.
And it's got all the entertainment times and costs and all those things.
Will we have advanced sales tickets like we usually
We do. Just Boggy Bayou Mullet Festival.info, and you can get tickets ahead of time.
Lannie, you've done some fantastic things for our community, still doing fantastic
Thank
things
you.
for our community, and the Boggy Bayou Mullet Festival is only one of those. So thank you very much for all that you've done for us.
I appreciate it.
And we
You
look
letting us do this every year. That's very neat.
we look forward to 39. I can't wait. You're not going to want to go away. We have the Pentagon Federal Credit Union, and they're going to be our sponsor for our business after hours in October. So don't go away.